Ah, the fair but determined security guards. If you know what's good for you, you better keep your mouth shut. Hello everybody, welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother. Hope you're very well, because today I'll be talking directly to the housemates as I become Big Brother. They've promised it, dangled it like a carrot in front of me for the last 6 weeks, and finally the day arrives. We are only 1 week and 1 day away from the finale of Big Brother 2, and don't forget there'll be an extra eviction a week today. Now tomorrow night, either Helen or Paul will get yeah, thanks. Booted out, having spent the last 1,329.5 hours getting to know each other. Some would say intimately, some would say biblically. They only have literally hours until they bid their final farewells. Now, last night the pair discussed whether their relationship would survive outside the confines of the Big Brother house. This is what they said.
You're okay, ain't you?
Mm-hmm. She was killing you. Slowly.
What?
I don't think when I get out here, I'm not going to like, oh, I don't like Paul anymore.
No, I know that. No, and I'm not going to think I don't like her anymore.
You might do.
No, I won't think I don't like her anymore. But you don't know what's going to happen. There may be so much that you're going to be doing, or so much that I'm going to be doing. Do you know what I mean? You don't know, so it's one of the things you just see, don't you?
Yeah, but you could still fit in Steph.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is,
Absolutely. Absolutely. But, you know, it is hard in here.
Unlikely then. We're now here in the Sand Gallery. We're chatting to the families later on in the show to find out what they think, or indeed if they bought the hats for the wedding yet. But over the past 8 weeks, we've met some of the producers behind the Big Brother voice. It may look easy chatting to the housemates, but in actual fact, it's a very skillful job which requires a lot of specialist training. Now, in a few moments, I will be Big Brother, and I'll be summoning one of the five remaining housemates into the diary room. But first, I had to pick up some tips from an expert. Take a look. Ever since I was a young child, I've been embroiled in an Orwellian fantasy to be the voice of Big Brother, and now that dream can come true because I'm joined by the lady that trains up the voices around the world of Big Brother, Connie Schalke. Hello, Connie, how are you?
I'm fine.
Welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother. So, around the world, you've trained all these people up. Why is the voice of Big Brother so impersonal and so monotone?
It's because you have to be very clear. And you already have different voices because you can't have the same person 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Mm-hmm. So that's why we all speak one Big Brother language, to get it all clear and to communicate one way to the contestants.
But tell me, what are the main rules? What do I have to think about when I am Big Brother?
You always say, this is Big Brother. Mm-hmm. You don't say, I'm Dermot, or you don't say, good afternoon, and I'm happy the sun is shining. Okay. You just say, this is Big Brother.
Well, I've got the intro down pat, and then how should I follow that on? I mean, is it all about being speaking with any ambiguity, or do I have to make sure I'm to the point and very blunt?
It's what we always say, it's strict but fair. And we notice in a lot of countries that the housemates really like it, because they in a way, they like it to have parents, and Big Brother is their parent in a way, and they want somebody who is strict and fair, and that's what we try to do.
And how do you coax people out? Because surely and presumably around the world you must have seen a lot of people going stir crazy and getting quite almost depressed when they're inside there. I mean, if you need to bring them out of themselves when you're talking to them, is it quite difficult to show that any emotion? I guess you can't, can you?
No, the thing is, you don't look into their eyes, so I think that's the big difference. I mean, you're sitting somewhere else in the speaking box and you just see them on a monitor. And I mean, it's not that Big Brother doesn't have any feelings. If you are depressed and I'm sitting there, I'm going to be nice to you because I want to let you know that I care, because Big Brother cares. We are strict, but we are fair.
I'm quite nervous. We ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Hi, Big Brother.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
I'm not bad, thanks.
Oh, you can't say how Big Brother is doing.
Okay, so start again.
I'm a very heavy smoker, so I really would like to have some cigarettes.
Big Brother will get back to you.
I just did it. I mean, I wanted to kiss the other housemate, but I don't want it to be on air, so can you promise me that?
Big Brother feels you should accept responsibility for your own actions.
Good.
That was tough one though, wasn't it? Thank you, Connie.
Thank you, Big Brother.
How? Don't kill us all. Do you see? Yeah, I've only got a week to go, shut up. Okay, now the clock is ticking, and in a minute I'll be Big Brother. But first, have you ever wished you could ban Dean from strung away at his guitar, or tell Helen that Big G's given her the Big E so she can get it on with Paul? We want to know what you'd like to say to the housemates if you could take control of that diary room for a day. So our talking point today is Big Brother for a day. What would you say? 0870 901 9070, 0870 901 9070. But right now the temperature's rising. The barometer is indeed getting low. Delighted to be joined by Aidan. Hello, Hayden. How are you?
Hello, doing very well, thank you.
Oh, OK. You've been the voice of Big Brother. You're a veteran, really.
A few times, yeah.
Many enemy sorties into
Yes,
there.
yeah.
What's it like? Tell me.
Well, it's a very important part of the job, obviously, because it's the only communication they get with the outside world. So they try and read everything into even how you phrase a question. So what we say is really, really important and how we say it. And it is kind of scary because if you let slip what you think about them, you've kind of blown the whole programme.
Surely the most interesting part of your job as well, whilst the scary.
Oh gosh, yes, yeah. It's very scary the first time, but it does get easier. After a while, it's a bit like talking to your friend down the phone. But the first couple of times, it's very shaky business.
Worst case scenario you've ever had?
The worst absolutely is if anyone ever comes into the diary room and says, I want to go and I want to go now.
That's
and
not
I'm not
happened this
listening to
series,
any
is
of your
it?
arguments. No, it's come close a couple of times actually.
Really?
Bubble once or twice came in and said, I'm really unhappy and I'm thinking of leaving. Brian as well, actually,
What do you
early
say to
on.
them?
You try and reassure them that that they're doing well and that they're, without giving anything away, that they're strong characters and that they should talk to the group and dwell on the positive things, talk about the tasks and things that they like doing, and generally you can kind of talk them around to it.
Okay, other than that, sticky situations, I mean...
I had a really sticky one when they brought the dummy in and spoke to Big Brother through the dummy, and I was just laughing, I just couldn't keep it together, and had a real problem sort of composing myself before I pressed the button, and obviously had to speak as Big Brother without a smile on my face. So that was quite a tricky one.
In your interview, when you first got your gig, I mean, is it the job here? Is it something you were asked in the interview? I mean, how you react to these kind of...
It's not really. I mean, there are 11 producers or 12 producers and several senior producers who all speak to the people in the house, and some people, honestly, are better at it than others. Some people find it very natural and easy, other people don't. And we practice, we do workshops, and Connie, who we just saw, gave us all some advice on how to deal with a difficult situation. So it's something everyone learns and practices until hopefully we're all as good as each other.
Okay. You don't think...
But now it's time for you.
Which of the housemates this year for you has been the most cooperative in speaking to Big Brother?
I think, honestly, Helen. Helen is very sort of cooperative. She enjoys being questioned. Quite often she says, oh, that's a good question, and that's really nice. And some of the others less so.
Right, okay. And finally, any tips for me?
Just make sure that you know in your head what you're going to say before you press that button.
Well, I've only got half an hour. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it could be a very, very long E4 show.
Okay, here we go. Right, so walk in now. Going to give the housemates a task. I'm very excited about it. Okay.
Here we go.
Away we go. After you. Okay, say I'm nervous now. It's a bit of an understatement.
Okay, there's really, really nothing to be worried about.
Demonish.
This is Big Brother. Would someone please come to the diary room?
Who is that?
That's a new voice.
Who have we got? We've got Paul, I think.
That sounds quite scary.
That sounds quite serious. Serious Big
You've
Brother.
never heard him before.
He is.
Please come to the diary.
Maybe he is Big Brother.
Maybe he is, he's the godfather.
Yeah.
And when the door closes, shut it.
Green
Press it now.
Hello.
Hello, Paul.
You're right.
The note and the balls you found on the chair
Yeah.
are a challenge for the housemates this evening.
Cool.
Could you please call the group together,
I can.
read it aloud in the boys' bedroom,
Yeah.
and remain in there until Big Brother has told you to leave?
No problem. What, go in there and do it now, yeah? Stay in there until so we can leave?
Yes, please, Paul.
Cool. All right then. Thanks a lot. See you later.
Just how mad was that?
He is juggling the proper Big Brother.
Mental. It really was mental. Because, you know, all you're doing is telling someone to do something, but, you know, with all these sort of rules and regulations...
Was I right about the heart?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
He was dead, like, we've never had him before, like, dead, straight down the line.
I want to do it again. Can I do it again? Can I speak to one of them?
This make it serious, Paul.
He was, like, the godfather, yeah.
I can't jump and save my life, Paul. Honestly,
On the
look at
chair, Paul,
everything.
you will find 3 balls.
You must go immediately to the boys' bedroom and stay in there until we say otherwise.
This is Big Brother's
Come on,
Big
read the
Brother.
thing. I can't, guys. I cannot juggle. It's like Paul, go in.
You can't juggle. Helen,
I am.
if you can juggle,
Godfather.
right, you'll be getting booze for this one.
I'm in control.
You are
Okay,
Big Brother.
also, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, after the break, Paul and Helen's friends come face to face finally, plus spoon-bending mastermind Yuri Geller tells us what he's doing to keep Paul in the house. But first, here's Paul talking about his ideal woman. See you in a minute.
Well done.
Essex girls are wicked, mate. They're hilarious. Everyone in Essex is hilarious. I mean, laugh.
Would that be a turkey? Would that be a turkey? Elizabeth, you know the cock out there? Yeah. Would it be a chicken or would it be a turkey, or can you eat the cock or no?
Lovely Helen and her slightly ambiguous talk there. Okay, right now I'd like to be joined by Simon. Welcome. Thanks a lot, gallery producer. How are things, okay?
Yes, all right, thank you.
I tell you, it's more than a feeling
isn't it?
for me at the moment. Yeah, that was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah,
What was your first time like?
I don't quite recall. It is quite nerve-wracking because you kind of think, oh God, if I press the wrong button, the door's going to open or something terrible's going to happen, I'm going to say the wrong thing. But
Just to recap, if you've just tuned in, I've just been Big Brother. Shh, in the gallery.
let it work.
Okay, so back to Serenity. What's been going on today?
Well, Elizabeth and Dean had a little row earlier on, which was quite interesting.
But they're cohorts. What's
They
going on?
are. Well, we locked them in the bedroom, in the boys' bedroom, just to do a bit of work. And when we let them out, we said thank you. Big Brother said thank you. And Dean said, oh, I've never heard them say thank you before. And Elizabeth sort of went off at him a bit and said, I can think of at least 3 times Big Brother said thank you.
See, that reminds me of the wine incident on the date. Which,
With your inch?
Yeah, which she said you should leave an inch at the top. Really? And just down the whole bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's been going on with these chickens?
Well, the chickens are okay. We've been and had a look at them. They're off the pills now. And so they've been given the all clear. But the 2 that left the house can't go back.
Would it be fair to say the chickens are having cold turkey? Do you see? Why can't the other ones go back?
Because there is a fear that the chickens that are in there may turn on them.
Really?
Yeah, and have a bit of a
like a
terrible
big chicken
carnage thing.
Orgy thing.
Orgy of violence.
And carnage. Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
And lastly, in light of today and our talking point and the guests we have in, what's going on with Paul and Helen?
Well, earlier on he asked her for her phone number, which was.
But they live in the same house.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he did, and she said that would be arranged when they left the house.
Really?
And they had another one of their little sleepwalking chats.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I walk into your bed, you walk into mine.
Yeah, but he sort of said no. It would rub salt in wounds.
Okay. But she didn't give him her phone number.
I think she's kind of wary of it going out on E4 or something, so I think she will.
She's a good girl. I like her stuff. Thank you very much, Simon. Appreciate your time. Okie dokie. Now then, either Helen or Paul will be evicted on Friday night, and that, as Shed Simone would say, is a fact. As a tribute to the couple who've kept us highly entertained over the past 8 weeks, we put together some of their funniest phrases. Take a look.
Paul Clark.
Not cool, is it?
Paul Clark.
It's not cool.
Paul Clark.
Not cool.
I don't think anyone could beat Mr. Clark.
Totally not cool.
Mr. Clark.
Totally not cool.
Mr. Clark.
Doesn't sound cool to me.
He's falling asleep there, Mr. Clark.
Is this really not cool?
Paul Clark.
It's not cool, is it really?
Paul Clark is dead.
It's not cool.
Tomorrow night, the 7th person will be evicted from the Big Brother house in true Big Brother's little brother fashion. We've invited along Helen and Paul's friends and family, also delighted to be joined by Yuri Geller, who's been campaigning to keep the boy wonder Clarky inside the house. Okay, Jenny and Ken, Paul's mum and dad. Hi. It's a regular trip for you now, isn't it? And Claire and James, Helen's friends. And of course, Yuri. Okay, Claire, let's kick off with you. Helen's coming on strong to Paul. He seems to be backing off. I don't want to get you hitting me here, all right, Jen? The housemates think he's going to break her heart. What do you reckon?
Well,
She a tough cookie?
No, I mean, I've seen the way that he's looking at her, and he seems quite into her, and you know they're really good friends. But I don't know, he's been backing off lately. Mm-hmm. I think maybe, I don't know, he's trying to keep himself free for when he comes out. Perhaps
they're just playing that sparring game that you know that love has, is it right? Would you say? I mean, they're just kind of like, you know, softly and all that sort of stuff, or?
Yeah, they're nobody's sort of making any major. Come on, so...
How's she going to feel when she comes out and finds she's been given the old...
What, by Big G?
Yeah. Well, unless there's anyone else who can tell us about.
Well, from what she's been saying in the house, she's not going to be too... I think it's still going to be a bit of a shock for her, obviously.
Lovely. OK, James, do you think there's a chance that the relationship will take off properly outside the house?
I I don't know. It'll be a bit different when they get out the house. A lot of people are going to want to see both of them, and they might move in different directions. I personally, I can't see it.
Really?
I can't see it.
Okay,
but
now, Jenny, Paul's received a bit of stick from people who suggested it's just using Helen as part of a game plan. What's your take on this?
No.
You ain't happy, are you?
No, definitely not. That's not true at all. I think he's just, they need somebody to lean on there, don't they? And they're good friends, and whatever will happen outside is up to them.
Yeah, that fella's
we'll
leaning,
have to
isn't
wait
he?
and see, won't we?
It's almost horizontal, he's leaning forward.
I think he's being pushed over. He's coming on strong.
And Ken, deep down, do you think Paul would actually quite like to leave before Helen?
Yeah, I think so in a way, because Paul is a gentleman. He might even lay the coat on the puddles as he walks through. But beyond that, I've got no idea.
I mean, do you think you're scared of Big G at all?
No, he didn't meet Big G, no doubt. It's only a shame. It's only a show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Game show.
Yeah, of course.
So they say. Okay, Jenny, we've heard that you've been easing up on this week to keep the campaign to keep Paul in.
Yeah, no.
What?
Why? Because there's no need this time, is there? It's just not necessary. I mean, they're both equal, aren't they, now? Everybody's made up their minds who they're going to vote for. So it's just not necessary, is it?
Right, OK. Now, Yuri, can you tell us how you got involved and what you've been doing so far?
Well, Jenny called me out of the blue. The local paper, I live in a tiny village near Reading, and you are from Reading. And they came over to my house, and I said, fine, why not? I'll concentrate, I'll use my mind power. I'll try to influence the people in the house and overall the people all across the country. So I asked for something to have with me, and they brought me Paul's watch, and I've been wearing it. It has not stopped, by the way. Right. Don't worry. And yeah, I hope he stays. You know, I'm doing my best.
Yeah. Okay. Now, and you've helped your best friend Michael Jackson's leg. I mean, you know, has been working for Paul been as rewarding for you?
Well, it's something totally different. This is light-hearted. It's fun. It's show business. It's entertainment. You know, Michael Jackson, when he came, and he was my best man at my wedding. He had a broken foot, so he asked me to help him. And I believe in positive thinking, parallel with conventional medicine. If you are positive, and you can actually trigger your own healing powers. So I helped him. Yeah.
Okay, now we've done a bit of that before we went on air. So
oh yeah.
You just talk us through what exactly you've done.
Okay, you have a hidden drawing on you.
Yes, I have.
Now I have only 30 seconds to do this. You have to like beam it right into my mind.
Right. Okay.
And I haven't not seen what you've drawn.
Not at all.
But you have drawn a drawing.
Yes, I have.
Okay. Now look into my face, into my eyes, and visualize the drawing that is in your mind, that is inside your pocket.
Yep, I'm doing
Go.
it now.
Now here goes. This is if I get it, then it's the first time that I receive extrasensory perception so quickly. Okay. I'm really trying to hurry up, but okay. Keep beaming it. Okay, this is what I'm getting. It's either this or maybe try to copy the symbol.
Oh my God!
Did I get it?
I'm so sorry, I've never blasphemed on television before. But that's the most freaky thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
And this is no word of a lie.
No, it's real.
This guy gave me,
exactly. I got it.
And that is Paul's gonna win. Paul's gonna win. Okay. Thank you. And thank you. What? Claire, how do you think Helen's going to react if Paul goes out? Do you think she'll be quite lonely?
No, I think she'll obviously be a bit upset, but I think they've prepared themselves for it. And I also think that when Paul goes, it'll give Helen a chance to get back in with the other housemates more. We'll see another side of Helen. I think it'll bring her out of herself more if Paul goes.
Okay, cool. Lastly, who do you think is going to go out?
Oh, it's really tough, isn't it? I really don't know, honestly.
I believe that Paul's staying there. I leave it to the ladies of the country. I think it's a woman's thing.
Well, if it's going to work like this, with the drawing, Paul is going to stay.
Yeah, I ain't even asking you, man. You're just freaking me out.
The power of the mind will, one mind will be overpowered by the votes of
and guys,
people out
very
there.
briefly.
I believe that Paul is going to go.
Paul.
Okay, well, all right. Okay, if you're still not sure who to vote out this week, this may well help you.
Oh my God.
That is double funny.
Oh my God.
That'd be double weird, wouldn't it?
Oh my God.
Double fab time.
Oh my God.
That's real double mad.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's double funny though, wouldn't it?
Oh my God.
It looks like it looks.
If you could be the voice of Big Brother, what would you say to the housemates? That's the talking point. Sorry, I am all over the shop right now. Delighted to be joined by Josh on his final day. We've got Kerry from Rugby on the line. Hello, Kerry.
Hi, Dermot.
How you doing? All right?
Hi, Kerry.
Hiya.
Go for it.
Hi. Right, my question in the Big Brother diary room, I would call Helen to the diary room. And my first question would be, who is she missing most on the outside world?
Nice touch.
And the second question would be, what would she like to say to them?
Nice.
What would her message be?
What vibes did you get off Helen when you were in there? Is she a bit of a home kitten? Is she the sort of person that would miss home? Or?
Yeah, I still think, I don't know if she'd miss all of everybody, but I think she's probably, I still think she'd like to speak to Big G, to be honest. I think she'd like to make that contact. I think she'd definitely want to speak to him. So.
Get Yuri on board, that might be able to happen. OK, next up we have John from London. Hello, John.
Hi, Dermot.
How you doing?
How you doing?
All right, John.
Go for it.
Okay, if I was Big Brother, I would call Paul to the house, to the diary room, and I would say, Paul, if the cameras could be turned off in the house for the next 20 minutes, what would you do and with who?
Actually, can we bring Jen and Ken in there? What do you think? If indeed the cameras could be turned off for 20 minutes, what would your boy do?
He's going to wait till he gets outside.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
If he had like a fantasy 20 minutes of power down, what would it be?
I'm thinking back to when I was that age.
OK, Ken, this is pretty watershed. We shouldn't go there. OK, thank you very much. We've got, who is it, sorry? Louise from Manchester on the line. Hello, Louise.
Hi, Dermot. Hi, Josh.
Hi,
How you
Louise.
doing? Right, my question would be to Elizabeth. I'd like to know why she seems to be on a mission to get rid of all the females in the house except herself.
She's come across like that,
This
isn't
is
she?
really
It
strange.
does, yeah. It's, you know, she's just, if I'm a woman, like, I'd want a woman with me for the rest of the time. I certainly wouldn't want to be in the house just with a load of men. I feel,
Are you sure?
I don't know. No, I'm
I've got to be
positive.
honest, I haven't picked this up at all. But since you...
Unless it was just you, Josh, and then maybe.
All right, don't push it now, Louise. OK, so I haven't picked this up at all. I mean, but it's really strange. One of the strangest things about Big Brother for this year for me is the fact that Elizabeth seems to be so popular inside the house and just not outside.
Not outside at all. I think she's coming across. Totally. I mean, she's seems to be coming across very sort of boring, sort of quiet. And people are saying conniving. I didn't see that at all. Inside the house, she was calming. She was nice. I mean, it's incredible. Different sides of it, to be honest.
And have you seen that since you've been outside?
I still haven't seen it massively. I have heard this. I'm getting this response all the time that she's like that. But hey, she's okay to me.
Natasha from Kent. Hello, Natasha.
Hi, everybody.
You all right?
Hello, Natasha.
Hello.
Brilliant, you are. I bet you're about 35 and you're just putting that voice on. All right, then, if you could be Big Brother for a day or go in the diary room, what would you say to him?
I would ask Brian, who would he prefer to have back in the house out of Narinda or Bubble?
Or Bubble. Now, why? Because those are the two favourites of Brian, yeah? Who is your favourite out of those two?
Narinda.
And who can I ask who do you think's going to win?
But Brian.
Do you reckon Brian? Is Brian your favourite?
Yeah.
Nice one. OK, then. Thanks a lot, Natasha. Take care.
See ya.
All right, lovely. Who would you have back?
I don't know, really. I think I'd have Bubble, to be honest. I think he bounced off the walls, didn't he? Got everyone going, so... Yeah, I'd have Bubble back.
Excellent stuff. Josh, you've been an absolute diamond this week.
Yeah, great week, fantastic.
You enjoyed yourself?
I have indeed.
Thank you very much. OK, we've got a couple of prezzies here there for you. Right, firstly, take off the very briefly.
What's this? Briefly, is that a hint?
No, not at all. Josh also has a web chat tonight at 11:05. Log on to very strong.
Thank you, guys.
www.channel4.com/Big Brother. We have a lovely picture there from me and you. A book, book tokens, and indeed a book which we can't actually tell you about. On Sunday, Keris from Catatonia, plus the next evictee, Helen or Paul. Guys, thank you very much for coming on. Yuri, an absolute star. Take care. God bless.
Thank
See
you
you on Sunday.
Well, like Dermot said, if you want to quiz Josh about life in the house, you can fairly soon. He's web chatting at www.channel4.com/Big Brother. Here on E4, we're going to drop in on the 5 remaining housemates, and there may be some strong language.